what up, my little snitzels? It's a different day, another slay. Hey, it's E to the Kid. You already know. And as I said before, we're doing different format videos, and also these new videos are going to be coming from TikTok, especially. We're still gonna be Reddit, but it's more of so I don't have to read it. Yeah, I know you're like, oh my god, peak laziness. I know, but I want y'all to be able to hear it. And sometimes I stutter a lot. That way, still, we can go ahead and be not as long as me trying to not stutter over certain words. And also, I just wanted to see how it was. And I like how the other two videos went, so we just gonna go ahead with it. So when the snap is going on here, let's get into the video.
AITA for telling my fiancé my daughter has to be in our wedding.
Stop. What? You have to tell your fiancé that, hey, look, this is my child. She's going to be in the wedding.
5M. Have a daughter named Polly from a previous relationship.
Okay.
I divorced my ex-wife on good terms, and we share 50-50 custody of Polly, who is now 11.
Good.
After the divorce, I met my now fiancée, Sharon. I thought Sharon and my daughter got along very well, and after 5 years in my relationship with Sharon, I proposed to her. Sharon was super excited and wanted to start planning right away. She started looking at nice venues and began asking her friends to be her bridesmaids. Then, she told me she wanted her niece to be a flower girl. I had no problem with that, but I also expressed my desire for Polly to be a flower girl, to which she looked at me oddly, and then said that she didn't think Polly would fit the part. I got angry and told...
What you mean she wouldn't fit the part? That's his child. And, okay, look, people are gonna get mad when I say this. Yeah, weddings is for a lot of weddings are more for women when it comes down to, who is mostly focused on. Grooms shouldn't just be as much as appreciated as women, as the wives. Grooms need to have, for me, when I get married in the future, I want my groom to have his own, entrance, walkthrough. So it's not just me coming in a dress and he's seeing me. No, he gets his own entrance, he gets his own appreciation and whatnot, along with his groomsmen, because he deserves that. It's for the couple. It's not just one person. But if you are a person that's getting married to someone that has kids, you should already take into account, oh, okay, this person has kids. This is what you're signed up for. You're signed up to be a part of not only your significant other's life, but their children's lives. Because whether you like it or not, that is still their kids. You're still going to have to see them either way, because those kids, if they are on good terms, they still would want a relationship with their parent.
Sharon that my daughter would be in our wedding.
Period.
Sharon started to become upset and said that the girls in the wedding were up to her, and Polly wouldn't be one of them. I told Sharon that if Polly wasn't in the wedding, then there might not be a wedding.
Period.
I stormed out and took Polly to get ice cream. Polly knows we are getting married and told me she thinks she will look pretty in whatever dress Sharon decides she should wear. This broke my heart, and I decided to text Sharon. I told her I would be staying at a friend's place to think this over. My mother-in-law texted me, saying I am overreacting and that my daughter doesn't have to be in my wedding, and I was wrong for...
Mother-in-law can shut her mouth. Oh, honestly, she can shut her mouth, because you're not even part of the wedding. And that's the thing that bugs me. Okay, when it comes down to getting married, no outside person that is not a part of if you're not in the couple, you have no say whatsoever. If you're a brideswoman, bridesmaid, groomsman, I don't care. You have no say in what the couple decides to do for their wedding. If they're having a disagreement, shut your mouth. It's none of your business.
Saying that I would cancel. Update 1. I came home to talk to Sharon today. When I pulled into our driveway, my mother-in-law was sitting there in her car. I got out and went inside, trying to avoid talking to mother-in-law. Sharon was sitting at the kitchen table, and I joined her. She sat in silence, so I asked the first question, why does Polly not fit the part, and why don't you want her in the wedding at all? Her answer completely shocked me. She quietly said, I was hoping that after the wedding, you could become a holiday visit-only dad. I didn't want her in the wedding so she would...
You have lost your mind. You have lost your mind.
Be in the photos around the house, since she wasn't going to be around much. I kept my cool, calmly took her hand, and pulled my engagement ring off. Her eyes started to tear up, and she said we shouldn't end the marriage over this, and that she can change. I told her the damage was already done. Since the house was in my name, and I paid for it, I told her I wanted her things moved out by next week and that she could come get them when my daughter wasn't home. She stormed out, and my mother-in-law came knocking on the door, saying I was being unreasonable. I couldn't imagine only seeing my daughter 3 or 4 times a year. The fact that Sharon wanted me to give up part of my custody blew me away. I'm sitting on my couch, just in shock. Our honeymoon was supposed to be in Hawaii. Looks like Polly and I will be going instead. Update 2. Hello everyone, thank you for all the kind comments and suggestions for Hawaii a few days ago. Polly is already having a ton of fun. As for my ex-fiancé, she has tried to reach out to me, wanting to work everything out, saying she only did it because her mom wanted pure grandchildren. I still do not care. If she really loved my daughter and me, she wouldn't have acted on her mother's wishes. Sharon has called my workplace to try to get in touch with me. She has even shown up a few times to try to talk to me, and I've told my supervisor to ask her to leave. She has gone as far as messaging my ex-wife a few times, wanting to know why her calls won't go through to me. When she caught wind that we were in Hawaii, she was upset. I'm still close with her brother, and he told me that she and her mom were going to try to get plane tickets. If that's the case, I will likely file a restraining order. Polly has asked what happened to Sharon, and I told her that we come as a package deal, and Sharon only wanted me, and I couldn't leave her. Polly understood, but I think she was a little heartbroken. Update 3. I realized I forgot to do an update. Polly and I had an epic time in Hawaii, and she's already talking about wanting to go back. Turns out when my ex-fiancé and her mom tried to buy tickets, the airlines were sold out. Instead, they decided to leave piles of letters at my door. There were maybe 50 envelopes full of pages about how I needed to take Sharon back. I honestly didn't read through them all and discarded most of them. So far, I've coincidentally run into Sharon at grocery stores and gas stations, but paid no attention to her. She then attempted to show up at my daughter's Meet the Teacher night, but since she didn't have a kid, she wasn't allowed in. From what I have heard through her brother and dad, she already has a new boyfriend and just wants to get back at me now. As for me, I've put in a restraining order on Sharon. I did see comments asking if I was going to attempt to date again. Let's just say I took my ex-wife with me to Hawaii, and we decided to try again. All in all, I'd say I don't expect to be hearing from Sharon or her mother again. For now, my ex-wife has moved back in with my daughter and me. Thank you all so much for your support throughout this time.
Lancey, again, Lancey. Okay! I'm happy for you. I'm really happy for you. The ex-wife, that's new. And he did say they, oh, I am so happy. I'm happy. This is the only reason, like, I am happy that he got back with his ex-wife. This would be the only context where you used to be happy for somebody, because they divorced on good terms. And you took out acts like, you ain't slick, homeboy. You ain't slick. You ain't slick the rent. You been wanting her. But you was like, nah. I divorced her and whatnot. But baby, she was waiting. She was over here calculating like, oh, he gonna come back. He gonna be back. And look at you, being back. Wholeheartedly, what killed me was the whole, oh, she wanted pure grandchildren. Ma'am, what? How can you want pure grandchildren? I'm sorry. That didn't work. Pure grandchildren. What? I have on shorts. Don't trip. Anyway, my whole thing is, first of all, that's crazy how she wanted you to be a part-time package. There's so many people that wanted their parents to be present or present parents. And so for him to go out, for her to go out her way and say, oh, well, I didn't know that you were going to be a package deal. She's lying. There's no such thing as pure grandchildren. And it's sad that the brother and the dad already knows how both of them are. So kudos to those two for like not sugarcoating their tomfoolery or not making excuses for it. They're just like, hey man, crazy. It's just ridiculous. But all means, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you, my man. I'm happy for you. So really, I don't know how much to say. I'm happy that this is the outcome that it came with, because I would have been mad as ever if you stayed with her and she treated your daughter awfully. But other than that, peace, love, hair grease, y'all. Y'all take care of yourselves. Y'all enjoy your Christmas break, because I know Christmas break is coming up. And I'll continue to post videos like this, because I actually feel rejuvenated for posting videos like this. And bye. Ta-da!